Hi, I'm Emily Grace Swinson, and I'm at the Hunt Horse Complex for an episode of the Modern Horseman TV. And I'm with Mercedes Stoven. Okay, Mercedes, tell us a little bit about your involvement in the horse industry.
So actually, I started riding about 9 years ago, and currently I'm showing quarter horse shows, and I'm the president of our North Carolina Quarter Horse Youth Association.
Okay, can you tell me a little about your horse that you have here with us?
Yes. So this is Ben. His registered name is Sky Blue Summer. He's actually 18. I got him in September, and he's awesome. I love this big guy.
What disciplines have you done with him?
So I show Hunter Under Saddle, Novice Youth, and Youth 14 to 18, and I also show Equitation.
Okay. Why did you choose your horse?
So it actually just kind of fell into place. I was taking videos for college so that colleges could see me riding, and I ended up going to the barn that he was at. And they were like, hey, why don't you hop on him? We can do a video of you riding him. And I just got on and I was like, I love this horse. I want to have this horse. So we got Ben.
Well, it seems pretty interesting. What is your favorite discipline that you have done?
My favorite is Hunter Under Saddle. I do like the equitation, but the Hunter Under Saddle is more exciting for us, and I get to show him off more in the Hunter Under Saddle. So.
What is your favorite thing about Ben?
My favorite thing about Ben is definitely his personality. He's easy, he's laid back, he's willing to do pretty much what I ask of him. So you can't go wrong with a good personality on a horse.
How did you start off riding? Did your parents do it, or did you hear about horses and you just wanted to do it, or what?
So I was 9, and my mom's boss had a horse camp that summer, and she was like, hey, we're having a horse camp, I really want you to come. So I went to the horse camp, and you stayed for a week, and then at the end of the camp you went to a horse show on that Saturday, and I was like one of the few who actually placed in the class that I rode and got ribbons. And so I told my mom, I said, we're doing this, like I'm getting lessons, like we're just gonna go do this, and I've been doing it ever since.
What have you won in your past competition?
So far this year we've gotten 5 circuit champs. We're currently second in the nation for novice Hunter Under Saddle, and we are winning for North Carolina in all 4 of our divisions.
That is awesome. Can you tell me about Youth World?
Yes, so this year we actually are going to Youth Worlds, and we're competing in Hunter Under Saddle and Equitation at Youth Worlds.
Now, how do you qualify for Youth Worlds?
So there's 2 ways to qualify. You can qualify nationally, or you can qualify with the state. We tried to qualify nationally, but we are just a few points short because you have to finish your qualifications by April 30th. So we ended up qualifying with the state. So North Carolina is actually taking us.
What are your plans for the future, and what would you like to do when you get out of school?
So my plans right now are to go to Ohio State and then attend Ohio State's vet school. And after that, I want to get board certified as a vet surgeon.
Has the horse industry helped you win money to go to school with yet?
Actually, I got a scholarship from North Carolina Quarter Horse Association from the Harriet Lynn Norris Memorial Fund. So through all my involvement with them, they saw how much I've done and saw what I can do to benefit the horse industry, and they gave me a scholarship.
It's very exciting. What other things have you won?
So I also got a scholarship from Ohio State themselves. They gave me money for every year. And I also got $250 from the Trentini Foundation out of Wake Forest. And the Ohio State Alumni Association out of Raleigh, we'd been going to their games here, like they go to a restaurant and watch the games, and they actually gave me a $1,600 scholarship as well.
Why do you like Ohio State?
So I actually have a lot of family in Ohio. I was born in Ohio. We moved here when I was about 6. And I found out that I can get in-state tuition, and then I got a spot on their riding team for next year, and I also got into their scholars program, so everything just kind of fell into place.
Okay, so I know you said that you wanted to be a vet surgeon. Why do you want to be a vet surgeon?
So when I first started looking into veterinary medicine, I didn't know much about it. I didn't know that you could specialize in surgery, but I started volunteering at hospitals, and I actually got to watch a few surgeries. My first one was like a pug. They have to get their nose like opened up more so that they can breathe better. And I realized that I wanted to do more than just the regular vet. I wanted to go to the next level. I wanted to make it more challenging for myself. So I decided that I wanted to go into surgery.
Now, do you want to do this on big animals or small animals or both?
I definitely want to do small animals. I love my horses, but I just don't want my hobby to also become my job. Kind of want to be able to keep them separate and enjoy myself at a horse show and with my horses and not feel like I'm working.
What do you do for fun? Not just with you can either tell me about your horse or any other hobbies that you have.
So other hobbies, I actually foster for independent animal rescue. We started that about 2 years ago. For me, it's kind of nice, we get to pick out the animals from the animal shelter, and then I get to take them home. We normally have them about 4 weeks, and then I get to see them go to their forever home, and it's nice to know that I rescued them. I'm also involved in a lot of volunteer activity. I was involved with Keat Club for a while and Beta Club. I like to give back to my community. It makes me feel better.
Can you tell me about your Girls World Expo Award?
Yes, so this year I was awarded as a Girl of Merit. There was about 10 of us, I believe, and they just want to nominate girls who are involved in their community, who give back, who show leadership, who stand out. So I was awarded with that.
That's very cool. What are you the most proud of winning?
Oh, geez. The thing that I was the most proud of winning this year was actually my UNC Moorhead Cane nominee. We got selected. There was 4 students from my high school who got selected for the Moorhead Cane Scholarship. And the school is basically nominating you, saying, we think you can do this scholarship, we think you got it, and I got nominated. So for me, that was pretty exciting.
Can you tell me about your IHSA team?
Yes, so actually Ohio State, I went and met with the coach, and he told me that I have a spot on his team next year. So I will be riding for IHSA, hopefully making it to nationals with them. Hopefully my team makes it to nationals as well and we can place there. So I have 4 years to accomplish that goal.
Is Ben, your horse, going to school with you in Ohio?
Actually, he's not. So in college, you kind of ride their horses at the barn, so I won't be able to take Ben with me, but I already have my first show scheduled to come home and ride Ben.
Okay. Thank you for spending time with us today. It was very fun getting to know you.
Thank you for having me.
Stay tuned. Modern Horseman TV will be right back.
If you're interested in a career working with horses, then Martin Community College is the place for you. MCC's Equine Technology program is the only one offered among North Carolina's 58 community colleges. The program is management-oriented with classes in breeding, nutrition, training, riding, equine health, and more. Graduates can leave MCC prepared to work in recreational and racing barns, breed to discipline-oriented farms, or assistant farm management. For more information, contact Martin Community College today.
This is my 3 focal points. I like to use stickers because they're 1-inch circles. Buy them at Walmart stationery section, but I teach my kids to aim small, miss small. I use pink under the eye. I pull the pink dot to pull the eye. I push the orange dot to push a forequarter or front end, and I push the green dot to get a hindquarter or move the rear end to change directions. And I use this in my sending exercise. And when I send a horse, I want to be able to move the front and the back and disengage the 2. So I get my horse softer, which gets his mind softer and gives me a softer horse all the way around. And Karina talked earlier about ask, suggest, and entail. So I asked my horse to step over, and he does. So I didn't have to suggest. Now, if this horse didn't respond, I would suggest with a kiss, and then I would tail with wiggling the tail end of my rope. Now I've got my horse going around. I'm going to stay within a circle and have him move around me. I don't like my horses to touch me, I touch them. That way we're very clear about respecting each other's space. So now if I want to change directions, I'm going to take and I'm going to push the green dot. Now I'm going to push the orange dot, and I just did a hind quarter and a forequarter. And you notice how he keeps my smile on my rope? He doesn't want to pull on my rope. He's learned to be soft. I push the green dot, I push the orange dot. When you got a small child and you're telling them to move a forequarter and move a hind quarter, I find this a lot simpler to use the colors and the stickers and just say, hey, push that green dot. Hey, push that orange dot. And we just did a hind quarter and a forequarter. This transfers to riding. When I start riding and laying legs on my horse, they're already pretty well set to do leg cues. I can do a hind quarter leg cue. I can do a forequarter leg cue. Now the pink dot, I tell my kids to make a little hook and imagine pulling the pink dot, and then learn to pull the eye. Everything I do, liberty-wise, I like to do a lot of liberty work because then I can find out where the truth, when you take the ropes off, the truth comes out. Does your horse want to be with you or not? So I like to work a lot without ropes. I'm going to step in here and see he's learned to respect my space. So he moves off without being touched. Now if you imagine a line, a 45 off of the back hoof, and all horses pick this up quick. This is kind of like how the mom moves the baby and communicates. If you'll notice, horses come in and they kind of groom each other with their mouths. They're within the 45. So if I'm going to spray my horse or saddle my horse or brush my horse in this 45, he's going to stay stationary. I'm not going to do any kissing, any cues, but I'm just going to walk outside that 45. And my animal moves. So this works great when I'm teaching a horse that doesn't like to be caught. I teach them to catch me. I don't go to the head, I go to the hind, and I'll work that 45. I come out the 45 and I try to get the hind end to move and I quit. And I try to get it to move and I quit. And then I can come in here and just keep moving that hind end and I get two eyes, and then I can catch my horse. Horse looking at you can't kick you. Also, I've got his undivided attention by getting two eyes. Now at liberty with the dots, I can pull the pink dot, being aware of my 45. I can come in here outside my 45 and I can push the green dot. So then my horse learns, no matter where I go, without even asking, he's going to face me. He's going to look the same way I'm looking. No matter what I do, I'm not getting the hind end, which is good for kids. Horse looking at you can't kick you. And that's the 45.
Stay tuned. Modern Horseman TV will be right back.
People from around the Triangle come to Carolina Barbecue of Garner off Highway 70 because they know what they'll get. Authentic Eastern North Carolina chopped barbecue, Southern fried chicken, hush puppies, Brunswick stew, and more. But did you know that they'll come to you? For your next backyard party, company event, graduation party, weddings, rehearsals, or any other occasion, you bring the people, and Carolina Barbecue of Garner will bring the pig. Call 773-0222.
Follow me to Carolina Barbecue.
So we're here with Brook Parrish. So Brook, tell us all about hats. How do we pick one? What do we do with it when we get it?
You know, and hats are, a lot of it is, you know, personal preference of what colors you want and stuff. Like the one I'm gonna shape today is Vicky's, and she liked this one the best out of most everything I had. And you know, a lot of people on the shapes, everybody likes something different. You know, a lot of people now like the crowns pretty low. The brims were pretty high on a lot of them, but they're starting to come down some, and it depends on what you do. You know, if you're roping or you're a cutter or a rainer or a quarter horse people, whatever, so the shapes change. And the quarter horse people, they wear them a little higher on the sides. The rainers, the cutters wear them a little flatter on the sides. And plus, you know, it depends on the height of your head is how low you can go with that crown also. So a lot of people like the crowns low, but everybody can't wear them low. So, and you know, like taking care of a hat, you know, like a felt hat, they're gonna, basically you need a brush to brush them off most all the time, whether it be a black one or a light one. And you know, they can withstand the rain some, but they are not rain hats.
Okay.
The higher the quality you go in a felt, I think this is like a 7X hat here, and I go from a 7, well actually I go from a 5X, and it goes, the X's keep going up, and I go up to a pure beaver hat. So like a pure beaver hat, my really good one is you can actually walk out in the rain with it. You can dip it in the water trough, and it's not going to really lose its shape. The really good one that I've got. So they're worth the money if you're going to wear a hat a lot. But taking care of them, a lot of times we'll use, I'll show you in a minute, use hat cans. And the hat cans will protect them from getting crushed or wet or whatever. And you know, on the most of them will come, mine come open crown like this hat here, but this one is a pre-creased hat, and but most of them I do from scratch. So, and I'll show you in a minute. However, I put it in the hat can and brush it off and stuff, but we'll shape this one.
Okay.
And this steam, all it does is moisten it up. You know, it limbers it up some to wherever I can put it wherever I want it. The crucial part here, doing the top, is actually make sure you get it straight.
Now, do you fit them to the person's head when you're shaping them?
I do. And on straw hats, a lot of times you'll go up a size. Not all the time, but probably half. You'll go up a size versus a felt. And different brands are going to run a little different also. So one brand you might wear a different size than the next. Let's try this on, Vicky.
So now that's it, the top of my head, the crown is.
Okay, it won't in a minute. So. See that right there? I had it crooked on the crown. So good thing she tried it. And people wear, you know, hats or different ovals also. This is a long oval, but people wear round ovals. A little harder to get round oval hats, especially in straws, but because once I shape it, the inside of the hat gets longer anyway. Better. And on a, you know, a pre-creased hat versus a shaped hat from scratch, from by hand, you can do a lot of different things, you know. Where on a pre-creased hat, you're more limited of what you can get.
There's really such an art to doing this. It's interesting to watch you work.
Yeah, it's something that, when I first started, they looked really good. The crowns are what's really figure out.
Right. Well, there's night and day difference in them when they fit good and when they don't.
Yes, it is. Night and day. And that's a lot of it too, is sometimes if you try to buy one off the rack, you know, they are going to fit different if you got more to choose from and find something that'll fit a little better. Getting better? Get on the straw hats. There's not a lot you can do as far as taking care of them. They're going to stay. They're going to hold their shape pretty good most of the time. Now they will, if you get the straws wet, a lot of them will get soft, and you know, there's not a. But people will wear a straw. You know, on average, I'll sell somebody a straw one a year, or at least one every other year. You know, where a felt, you're gonna keep it a lot longer.
Right. If you get something on a straw hat, is there a way to clean it?
Basically, take a damp rag. That's all you can really do on straw, because it can get down in the straw, and there's really no way to get that out. In a straw, you're going to sweat through a straw. You know, in the summertime, you're going to get sweat stains and stuff like that, and that's why people buy more straws. You know. Like I need one myself because I sweated through this one.
What brands of hats do you carry?
I carry American, which is what this one is. I carry some of their felts, and I carry a lot of American straws. And then I carry Greeley Hat Company. Greeley Hat Works is what it is. And then I carry a few Resistols. And then I carry, my best hat is made by a guy in New Mexico, Butch Door. So, and him and his wife and grown kids make them in a log cabin there in the valley in New Mexico.
Wow.
And he does a very, very good job. Let's see what we got there, Vicky. What's it fitting like?
That's pretty good. I can't tell if the crown's hitting my head or not though.
Might need one strip in the back.
Okay.
And it's better to go bigger on a hat than to try to stretch it, especially on a straw. Because your straws are going to draw some in the heat. So a little bit of basically weather stripping, basically what it is, foam tape, makes a lot of difference.
Oh yeah, that makes a difference. Is my head crooked?
What do you think?
That looks really pretty. Very nice.
Looks good. Fits fine?
Mm-hmm. It does fit good. And I can pick it up with 2 fingers.
That's right.
How about that?
That's right. And like the hat cans, we're gonna put hers in one anyway. A lot of times when I go to get hats out of cans or put them back in that people had, these brackets here, you use them to adjust it to fit the hat. 90% of the time they're not adjusted right, where that's part of the reason the hat loses shape. Because you don't ever want to set a hat down like that. Always set it down upside down, or either hang it on something, or you can put it in here like it fits on your head. But you adjust it like that way the brim is not on the bottom of the hat can.
I see it's
And then tighten it up, and then it has nothing to hit or anything, and it stays. So.
Are you ready for that awesome outdoor experience? An outdoor living space that can be enjoyed by all? Let the expertise of award-winning Belgard authorized contractor Harper Landscaping, serving eastern and central North Carolina, design and install that perfect space. A place to let the family enjoy and relax, a divine intervention to outdoor living. Whether it be a cookout with friends and family or an after-school hangout, Harper Landscaping can help you create that perfect space for many moments to cherish.